Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? And welcome back again to another Sims 4 speed build. Now, we have officially lost our internet. So that pretty much means that this video will probably, hopefully not, but probably be up a day or two later than usual. Hopefully it won't. This does not mean that I won't be doing videos anymore at all. It just means it's going to take a little bit more effort to get them uploaded. So, I actually have to go over to a friend now and then, upload them there. And they might not always be able to, be there for me to be able to do this or, So, hopefully, I can stay at a consistent one video per week. I'm really hoping that I can, because you guys have been just absolutely fantastic with the support that I've been getting. I'm honestly just, I'm so amazed. And again, thank you guys so much. This next part is going to be a bit tough. But again, I'm seriously going to try and, despite this massive setback, still keep this channel alive and well. Hopefully this won't be forever. I'm going to be looking for, just a part-time job to, while I'm starting to just be able to pay for the internet, at the least, just so that I can keep doing this, because I've been really enjoying this. In any case, back into the video. So you might be wondering exactly what is going on, and I hope you can see that beautiful shape that I've got going there at the back of the house. I was definitely a fan of that. So yeah, this is pretty much like in my previous video. I did mention in the comments that I do like a sort of cabin lake house. This I think leans a little bit more towards the whole cabin themed house, I guess. And yeah, I kind of went all wonky with the shape of the house. I don't know, I just thought, why not go for something something just weird and whack and just awesome looking. I am happy with the shape of the house and the way it came out. The upstairs part of the house, which we'll obviously get to, I guess it could have been done slightly better, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to, make sure that this house has that feel of it's old and doesn't get used too much, and obviously the furniture is then old and not really the prettiest looking furniture. So yeah, with that being said, I think the upstairs is alright. It's very, very cramped, but it's a small house. Had to make do. And yeah, again, I seriously love the way that this turned out. This part specifically that I'm working on now is just, I don't know, I just love it. So yeah, I lay out some tiles over there because getting ready to do like this sort of patio thing, but I do end up using the spray instead, like the terrain spray. Just makes it look a little bit more natural and also not overgrown, but just, not so perfectly well kept. So yeah, I ended up doing that. And this house would, probably be somewhere in, I guess, a more woodsy kind of area. I gotta say, where it is now doesn't quite match the theme of the house. I just didn't really have all that much free space going on in my, neighborhoods. And this was the perfect size for the house. But yeah, there was a video that I believe it was The Sim Supply. He also did like this kind of lake house thing. He used an extremely large lot and, filled it up with woods and stuff, which is preferably which you should do with a house like this. But I decided, I'm going to focus more on the house itself. And again, didn't have all that much space. Yeah, so I wanted to focus more on the house instead of the garden. Although I must say, I'm quite chuffed with the way that this backyard I really like kind of squashed in plants and trees and stuff, but I think it looked. You saw me do it in the beginning. I did remove them though, or the trees, because I kind of realized I need to see what I'm doing. Probably should have realized that, from the start, but yeah, they were in the way. So I just removed them for the time being, and gonna put them back towards the end once I don't really need to see what I'm doing here at the back of the house anymore. And yeah, I just try to keep everything like this kind of cabin feel. I know this isn't the most cabin looking house, I'm aware, but obviously that would be a little bit too plain and simple, I think, if I were to build a straight up like cabin looking house. I don't know, this one's cool. It's still got the whole cabin vibe. It's just very weird design, but I definitely do dig it. And I go and do the entire first floor. You'll see me do it now, furnish it and everything, and it's great and I love it. And as soon as I'm finished, I realized that I had not put in stairs to the second floor. And I really, I was completely just dumbfounded. I could not believe I forgot something like the stairs. So I really had to make plan with those things. Like, I had to squeeze them in. You'll see the stairs are actually basically kind of just slap bang in the middle of the house. I mean, they look good where they are. You'll see they actually do end up looking pretty good. It's just, I don't think it's where people would normally place a staircase. At least not. You'll see. It's kind of hard to explain because there's like an archway going underneath the stairs, and then I don't know. We used to have this in our old house, like a little gap underneath the staircase, and then we would kind of store some stuff there. I can't even remember what, just some extra junk. Which is kind of the same thing that I did with this house. Again, the staircase was like a last minute, oh shit, I forgot to put the staircase down. I'm just going to have to find a place. And yeah, it was difficult because I didn't really want to move the rest of the house around or any of the furniture because it looked really well. It looked really good. So yeah, I wasn't keen on moving stuff. So I may do. You will see it though. You will indeed see it. So I try to keep everything, like I said earlier, I try to keep everything old school. I know this isn't the most old school counters and cabinets and stuff, but I guess, with The Sims, it's kind of the oldest looking stuff you can get. There is that more metal wood looking stuff, but to me that's modern. I know it's got a very industrial type look to it, but I think that's actually fairly modern. So yeah, I didn't want to use those. And these just, they look like they look fairly old. So I just decided to go with them instead. And yeah, it is again slightly cramped kitchen. When I was building this, I was hoping to get something. I don't know if you guys ever played or maybe watched a Let's Play of Until Dawn, I think was the name of the game. I remember watching PewDiePie play it, but yeah, Until Dawn, there was that whole cabin in the woods vibe, and I kind of remember how the kitchen looked, and I was like, that was a cool kitchen. Obviously, I couldn't do that in this house. This house is way too small. In hindsight, I'm actually only thinking of it now. I should have maybe tried to build a similar looking cabin as to the one in that game, although that was a pretty large cabin. Maybe at some point again I will definitely try to build another cabin and then make it look like that one. Hopefully The Sims 4 gets like some sort of seasons things going soon. Maybe even that whole pets stuff. But mostly the seasons, because I'd love to build a cabin in the snow. That would be totally awesome. So yeah, here we go, building the just lounge area, sitting room, whatever. Obviously, there's no TV or anything, and again, this house is so basic. It's how to basic. All right, when it comes to houses, it's how to basic. So there's very little useful stuff in here. I mean, there's like a bookcase somewhere, and yeah, that's about it. There's not even a TV, any radio, a computer. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. The type of, I guess, sim that you'd put in here is like an outdoorsy, fish catching, gem collecting, wood carving sim. I don't know, something like that, because obviously there's not really a lot of technology type stuff in here. So I'm definitely fond of the furniture I use, because it's not often that you really get to use all this older looking furniture, the more uglier stuff. I mean, I've bought like average houses where I kind of use average furniture, and then modern houses where I use nice furniture. But I've never gone the other way. I've never bought a house with, I wouldn't say it's ugly. Like, look, like that blue chair there, couch, I mean, isn't too bad looking. I mean, it's not fancy or anything, but it's not, ugly, at least not, in my opinion. But yeah, it's the first time I get to use the more older looking furniture, the not so, the kind of stuff you wouldn't keep in your house if you wanted to have like a pretty looking house. And yeah, I don't know if that stove, I think it suits. Maybe some other people won't. I don't know how it functions. I don't know like what the quality of the food is that thing will produce. But again, it doesn't really matter. At least I don't think it did. Just mostly going for a house that works, that looks the way it's supposed to. No exceptions. So I suppose like this room here, this little center room. So yeah, I kind of wanted to have a little shoe rack there when you come and you can take off your shoes. Because again, if this cabin, and I kind of had that idea in my head, if it was like in a snowy area or even just, I guess, the woods, because you're going to be stepping on a lot of dirt and stuff. So your shoes will be dirty. You want to take them off. But yeah, I didn't have too much ideas of what exactly to put in this room. And you're probably thinking, why didn't you just put the staircase here? I actually did try. But that room is just not big enough. Again, I could have probably just removed the wall and it would have been perfect. But again, like I was kind of really happy with just the way things currently were, that I didn't want to go and mess too much stuff up by removing walls and furniture and stuff like that. So again, it's getting close. You will see what I did. I think it's pretty cool, and it's definitely the first time that I ever had to work around a staircase like that. Hopefully the last, because I think this is the only type of house it would ever work for. I don't think it would ever work for anything else. Maybe it will, but I don't want to find out what. So yeah, just trying to get like, a bit more clutter on the outside. Right now I was busy trying to get like a table with all the gardening tools that you'd kind of just put on. And you'll see there's like a lot of just open clutter in the house. Like I think in a normal house, a lot of stuff would be, stored away in cupboards and stuff. But I kind of see this cabin as like you come out here for the summer or something to go fishing or hunting or whatever it may be, or just some sort of retreat. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff lying around, like that container with extra, I don't know exactly what's in there. Look like some cereal boxes, just what you brought along. So yeah, this is what I did with the staircase. I know you must be thinking, what on earth? What are you doing? You can't do that. I did. I did. It doesn't look too bad. You'll see now I do change a few things up, like this TV room. And it actually, personally, I think it worked out really well. You'll see now with the this is where I kind of just stuff some stuff under the stairs. Stuff some stuff. What is that? Homophone. There we go. I believe that's a homophone. No. They're spelled the same. I don't know. Whatever. It's funny. It was. Not anymore, but it was. So yeah, now we're going to the upstairs. And again, you'll see in the screenshots, I do think that the staircase actually suited the position it was in. So I try to stick with old school wallpapers, but not get the ugliest ones either. Because I mean, I get it. It's a cabin, it's old, but wow, you really don't have to make it look that bad. So yeah, this is originally when I saw just the lack of space I've got, I thought maybe I shouldn't do an extra room. But I don't know, I just felt like I definitely had to. I had to make a plan. So the room, I could have probably done with a smaller bathroom, but I decided, seeing as there is only one in the house, I don't want to make it too small. So I decided to just make that room really small instead. And I don't know, I'm quite happy with the way that this room turned out. It's very, I actually don't know if some can fit in here. I should have probably tested it out. You'll see now why. I end up putting like this kind of coat shelf rack thing there on the wall. Simply because the cupboards just would not fit in. So yeah, I put the coat rack there. And it looks very cool. I'm hoping the sim doesn't mind that it's kind of in the way-ish. Hopefully they don't. We'll have to see. So yeah, the bathroom also very basic, very simple. Again, don't want to... trying to keep it as true to the theme of the house as possible. A lot of wood floors, obviously. You wouldn't really have much else going on in a house like this. I even felt like the bathroom might be too fancy, but it's nothing that's... I don't know, there's nothing that... There was like the whole cabin looking shower, but please, let's not go there. That kind of thing belongs outside. Never belongs inside of a house, please. Don't ever do that. So yeah, this is why I put up the, just a little shoe rack and then a coat shelf. Because, again, if you're only staying here for like the weekend or something, you don't need that much space. And then, just a little, a robe above the bed. Nights could get cold, who knows. And then the same here, just some coat racks, shoe shelves, but there's at least a cupboard. That's one thing. This room feels slightly not filled enough. I'm thinking, because I don't know if I did now, I'll have to take a look. I'm thinking I should have put a pot plant in somewhere. I believe that is what I was intending on doing. Yeah, it seems like I finished it off there. I think I did intend on doing that, but just completely forgot, because that is definitely the one thing that kind of feels missing in that room. But other than that, I think everything was nailed out perfectly, and here we are, just quickly finishing off the gardens, the garden. Yeah, just trying to get this little one, just the one corner, because I don't want to go, I mean, it is a very small lot, so I don't want to go completely crazy, but it's just to give the idea of a small woodsy area. And yeah, that is the garden. I think it looks nice. Not too much, but it still looks pretty damn good, if you ask me. So here we are with the screenshots. The front of the house. Again, the area behind it just doesn't match. I get it. I know it'll just have to do, though. The back of the house, I think it looks really nice. Very, very awesome looking. I wouldn't mind to spend my weekend at a place like this, but then it would actually have to be in the woods, not like semi in the neighborhood behind a canal. That doesn't work. But yeah, and so we walk in and we've got this little room going. I think it looks nice, a little place to put up your shoes, your coat, hat, all that jazz. There we have the, dining room right there, whatever, with the sitting room. You see, I don't know, I think the staircase there looks great. I think it looks good. I think it belongs there. Going to the kitchen side now. Again, just a lot of, as you can see, stuff just thrown, storage there, open storage. View of the kitchen itself from the kitchen going outside. again, the first floor is absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with the first floor. It looks 100% in my eyes. Second floor, maybe could have looked better. But anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and drop a comment. I will still try my very best to get these things on time. So if you do enjoy these videos, please, you know, share it, leave a like and all that stuff. It would really make the effort that it's going to take to continue doing this all the more worth it. And again, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. This is Moses getting ready to bounce.